Hello friends, today we'll see traditional crop paddy, second crop. The paddy is mostly cultivated in the Konkan area because of humid climate. Its botanical name is Oryza sativa and its family is Cramine. This is originated from South Asia. Now its varieties are not kept in our syllabus. It is reduced syllabus. Still, you see IR8, IR20, etc. varieties, Kanchan, Krishna, Kaveri. Then ecology. Paddy is tropical and subtropical crop. It requires humid climate, warm climate, Konkan area, and it is grown in optimum temperature 20 to 37 degrees centigrade. It requires heavy rainfall, that is 1000 to 13 millimeter water or rainfall millimeter rainfall is essential for the growth of plant. Regarding the soil, all the soils well drained, fertile, sandy loam, clay, alluvial, red, laterite, whose pH is 5.5 to 7.5. It is a neutral pH, neither acidic nor alkaline. Then land preparation. Next aspect is the land preparation. So land is prepared by two methods, for dry cultivation and for the wet cultivation. For dry cultivation, land is prepared just commonly by plowing with wooden plow or iron plow. Then clods are crushed, harrowing is done, leveling is done, cleaning is done, removal of weeds, stubbles of previous crop. In case of irrigated crop, land is prepared in standing water, which is known as the puddling. So, water is let into the field 5 to 6 centimeter, and then plowing is done with the help of wooden plow. So, this operation is called as the puddling. Preparation of land in water, in standing water, is called the puddling. Then add the FIM, leaf mode, etc., and prepare the land, plank it, level it, and clean it. Then sowing season. So paddy is sown in four seasons throughout the year. That is June, July, Aman, May, June, autumn, December, January, Boro, and February, March, summer. These are the four important seasons of the paddy. Seed selection and seed treatment. So seed selection means seed should be clean, healthy, viable, and disease free. This is seed selection of high yielding variety. Seed treatment. First seed treatment, the seeds of paddy are dipped in 1% KCl solution for better germination and growth. Then seeds are also dipped in 3% brine solution. Brine solution is common salt solution. And then again treated with any fungicide like Pivit. This will help to avoid the blast disease of paddy. Blast is the serious disease of paddy. Then again seeds are treated with the hot water. The seeds are kept in hot water for 52 to 54 degrees centigrade 10 or 30 minutes. This will also avoid the blast disease of the paddy. Now actual cultivation. So we have to prepare the seedlings of the paddy. Generally paddy is not directly sown in the field. We have to prepare the seedlings. There are two methods of preparation of seedling, that is called as the dry nursery and the wet nursery. In dry nursery, just land is prepared by plowing, clod crushing, harrowing, and then FIM is mixed 12 to 13 ton. Then seeds of paddy are sown on the raised beds of 1 meter wide in a lane and 15 to 20 centimeter high are prepared, and then these seeds are sown in a row 7 to 8 centimeter apart, and the seeds are covered with soil. So seedlings will ready after 20 to 25 days for transplant. In case of wet nursery, land is prepared by puddling, that is in standing water. So water is allowed in the field, or field is flooded with water and then plowing is done, is called as the puddling. And in this puddled field, sprouted seed, germinated seeds are sown by the broadcasting method, just by throwing. This is the wet method. Then third is the depot nursery or depot nursery. This method is followed where there is a sufficient water is available, and in this method again raised beds are prepared on the cement concrete or soil is covered on this. Even banana leaves are used and seeds are grown on these raised beds. Then methods of sowing. There are four methods of sowing the paddy. First is the dry cultivation, second is the semi-dry cultivation, third is the wet cultivation, and fourth is intensive or Japanese method of rice cultivation. So in dry cultivation, this method is generally followed where the irrigation facilities are not available or low rainfall area. In this method, just seeds are sown by the drilling. While in semi-dry cultivation means half life cycle is completed in water and half life cycle is completed in dry condition, so called as the semi-dry cultivation. So rainy season water is stored in the field and then this field is plowed and then seeds are sown, that is the depot method. Semi dry cultivation. Wet cultivation. So in wet cultivation again the land is prepared by puddling, that is water is flooded in the field and plowing is done, and sprouted seeds, that is germinated seeds, are sown in this field by the broadcasting method. This is called as the wet cultivation. And last is the intensive or Japanese method of the rice cultivation. Intensive or Japanese method is also followed where the irrigation facilities are available or assured rainfall area. So some of the features of these methods are, if we sow the paddy by this method, we will need a very little seed rate. This is one of the feature. Then heavy manures and fertilizers are used in seedling stage and field stage also. This is one of the advantage. So we can control the pest, disease, and intercultural operations are also possible by this method because we are sowing the seeds in a special distance, that is a specific row. Then transplanting of paddy. So transplanting of paddy, generally seedlings are ready for transplanting after 15 to 16 days or 20 days depending on variety maturity period. So these seedlings are carefully operated from field. They are kept in the water or soaked in water, and then early varieties are transplanted at 15 by 15 centimeter. Medium varieties are transplanted at 15 by 20 centimeter, and late varieties are transplanted at 20 by 20 centimeter. Now seed rate. So by broadcasting method, seed rate is 80 to 100 kg. By drilling method, seed rate is 50 to 70 kg, and by transplanting method 25 to 40 kg seed rate. Now manuring and fertilizer. So add 12.5 or 13 ton FYM or compost in the field at the time of land preparation. For irrigated, dose is 100 kg N, 50 kg P and 25 kg K. In case of irrigated, nitrogen, 3/4 nitrogen, total phosphorus and potash is given at the time of transplanting, and remaining is given after 1 month of transplanting. While dose of rain-fed crop is 50 kg N, 50 kg P and 25 kg K. In case of rain-fed crop, all NPKs are given at a time of sowing. Then we'll see irrigation. You know, the paddy is a semi-aquatic plant. It requires continuous irrigation to all stages. So 1240 millimeter water is required for the paddy. Intercultivation, crop rotation, intercropping and pest and diseases are dropped from this syllabus for 21 March 21 exam. Now we'll see harvesting and the yield. Generally paddy is harvested after 120 to 150 days of the transplanting. Harvesting is done when moisture content is 20 to 25% and ear heads are ripened, but the straw is look still green, means plants look green. Harvesting common method, that is plants are cut with the help of sickle, then these plants are tied into the bundle, dried in sun, threshing is done and winnowing is done. Common cutting, drying, threshing, winnowing. So yield early varieties give 40 to 50 quintal grains per hectare, while late varieties give 60 to 70 quintals per hectare. Paddy grains are stored at 12 to 13% moisture storage. Now economic uses of paddy, it is very common, it is important staple food. Near about 60% of world is using a paddy. It is second in the cereals. It contains proteins, vitamins, minerals, starch, carbohydrate, etc. It is also used for preparing the poha, murmura, laya. It is also used for extraction of the bran oil, that is it contains 18 to 20% bran oil. Straw and the broken grains are also used as the cattle feed, particularly poultry feed. Husk is also used as fuel, and grains are also used in religious functions like marriage, birthday party, etc. So straw is also used as a mulching material, thatching material for the ripening of the fruits. This is regarding the paddy. If any difficulty, please ask.